Do you have a brother or sister who just doesn't know how to share? Or perhaps you have a friend that doesn't know how to share. Or maybe you are the one that do not know how to share. Today I will read you a story, and it's all about sharing. And let's find out what happened in this story. Let's find out what happened when someone is not willing to share. The title of the story is Maddie Doesn't Want to Share by Meg Starr, illustrated by Stephanie Denham. Mason loved Maddie so much, he danced up her stair. But when Mason came to visit, Maddie didn't want to share. Maddie had a freight train with a little silver bell. Mason tried to ring it, and Maddie began to yell. Yes, no, yes, no. As you can see, they are fighting over the toy train. And this is what happened when someone is not willing to share. And I know this happened to all of us. When I was young, I bought myself a bike. So one day my brother wanted to take the bike somewhere, and I didn't want him to use it. So we had a big fight over the bike. So I had a horrible day that day. Maddie grinned at Mason as she rang and rang her bell. Mason shook his head and said, I'm going to tell. Are not, am to. Now they are arguing. What's this? Asked their mothers when they heard Mason and Maddie fight. I want to play, Mason cried. Maddie's not acting right. Now let me ask you, how is Maddie not acting right? What is Maddie's problem? Who is the problem here? Is it Mason or Maddie? We know that the problem is that Maddie doesn't want to share, right? Mason, said his mother, Maddie loves her toy just like you. Maybe if you share yours, then she will share hers too. Do you think that will work? Well, maybe Mason should try. Bye-bye, Mason, Maddie said. She threw his coat and hat. She pushed him to the door, but Mason quickly said, some people want their friend to come over to their house to play so they can have fun. But in this case, Maddie wants Mason to go home. She just literally pushing him out the door and just telling him goodbye. Now, is that being nice? Well, I don't think she is being nice right now. I will be very sad if I'm Maddie's friend. It's playtime, Mason said. You need to share. So he grabbed the train, but Maddie put it in her hair. You choo-choo head, Mason said. The train looked silly up there. Then Mason took the car. He put it on his head. Beep, beep, hat, and choo-choo hat. Maddie laughed and said. They laughed so hard their toy fell off, and then they didn't care. Each held a toy out to their friend, and at last began to share. Now, is it true what Mason's mom told him? That once Mason shared with Maddie, that Maddie would share with him too. Well, sometimes that's all it takes, you know? You have to share with others so that they can share with you too. Okay, I want you to look at how these children are playing, okay? These two, they don't look like they're fighting. I think that they are sharing that toy or taking turn with that toy, right? And down here, these boys are playing with this remote control car. And I also believe that they're not fighting. They're taking turn driving that little remote control car. So, you know, if you learn to share with other people, you actually will have a lot more fun than playing it all by yourself. I felt really bad when I didn't want to share my bike with my brother. Okay, so.